What's up, everybody? We're going to play Connections, and we're going to do it for Sunday, April 13. Alrighty, let's go for it. Okay. Present, caper, elder, Roman. Typewriter. Gothic. Pinch, excused, Nick, Gothic, late, goose, Logan, swipe, pocket, absent, and sans. Sans serif. I mean, I was thinking when I saw Roman, like Times New Roman. I think there is a Gothic font. Sans serif. Typewriter font. I usually think of that's called Courier, a Courier font. I'm not so sure about that. That could be some misdirection because none of the others look like a font. Okay. Typewriter is probably one of those things that have categories, and it'll be maybe a little bit harder. Things that have keys. Goose. Nick. Pinch. You can pinch. Okay, here we go. You can pinch something, you can nick it, you can swipe it, and you can pocket it. There we go. This would be to filch. Steal. All right. One down, 3 to go. Still potentially leaves this, font type category. So I'll sort of keep that in the back of my mind. Logan. Oh boy, what can you do with Logan? Logan Airport. That's Boston's airport. Logan Paul, the famous YouTuber. Excused, absent, present. Song. These all seem like ways that you would describe your attendance. I was excused, I was absent, I'm present, and sans. It sounds a little strange, but for some reason I sort of feel like that could mean like you could use that to say, yeah, we're without him, because sans would be without in French. That's not bad. Let me keep that lit up before we commit to that. That makes the Roman Gothic thing starting to become possibly a little bit less likely for a font. And again, unless there's a typewriter font. Oh, or late. How did I not see late? Yeah. That's, I mean, song could be in there, but late, present, absent, and excused. I think this is good. I think I'll go for it now. I was a little hesitant because just son didn't quite feel right. And it's possible we are going to be using that for a font. This would be terms you use to describe your attendance. Yeah, attendance status. Okay, good. We're doing all right. I mean, let's just suppose Son, Gothic, Roman, and typewriter were fonts. There's no Goose font. I never heard of a Logan font. Elder, for some crazy reason, seems mildly familiar. I mean, there could be a Caper font, which sort of is like somewhat fun and whimsical. Hmm. Logan, Elder, Caper, and Goose. Kind of tempted to get this up there. Okay. Get this up there and see if it is. Let me just think quickly before we try to go for this. I mean, like, I'm feeling okay about that for computer fonts, but like, what is up with Caper, Logan, Elder, and Goose? They're all 5-letter words. Duck, duck, goose. I mean, if Roman and Gothic would be styles, interesting. Then I don't know, but I don't. Roman, Gothic, Logan, and Elder, I haven't heard of those as styles. All right, we'll have to use the strategy. Would these be computer fonts? Font modifying words. I'll take credit for that. Whew, thank God. I don't know what to say about this, guys. I hate to disappoint you. You know, we came through yesterday with Africa on the purple, but that's not going to happen every day. We'll just quickly think about some possibilities. Forget the secret word. There's no phrase going on here. There's like a very popular video game is something like called the Elder Scrolls, but I can't see that these words would come into play with other video games. Caper. I don't know if there's wordplay. I'm afraid I'm going to have to file bankruptcy on this category. Let's see what it was. Berries. And somewhat obscure berries at that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste too much time. Yeah. The only two that I do recognize is Elder and Goose, and I just wasn't even with those, I just wasn't even thinking about berries. Haven't heard of a caper or a loganberry. I'm glad I didn't waste too much time on that. That would have been boring just to see me sit there. And there you have it, guys. But we did solve the puzzle. We did solve the puzzle. Okay, I'm very happy with that. And yeah, if you know your berries, you're going to be absolutely fine. And I think a lot of people will zero in on the font modifying words. Just yeah, I just thought typewriter font was actually called Courier. Now I know who will be able to absolutely settle the score on this one, and that would be Dora A, because she is a expert in this kind of stuff. Having been a graphics, I think by trade she's a professional graphics artist designer, and so I'm sure a ton of font work is done in designing her work, so she can explain. I just thought typewriter font was also called the Courier font, but there you go, guys. I'm happy with today's result. I think folks should be okay on this. That green one is pretty straightforward, and then so is the yellow. You'll be left with these, and I think people will be able to finally sort out that font stuff. Hope you enjoyed, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of connections.